Hello everyone, this is Necrostevo and you're watching my 17th and 18th Wi-Fi battles. Now here I have actually I have a double header for you here today. This first one I'm going to have against Pathra and it's a rotation battle. I thought I'd give one of these a shot. I'm still kind of new to rotation and triple battles, but the only way to get good at them is to try things out. So we had a quick one here, and we're using the flat battle setting, so everything's going to be a level 50. He starts off with Flygon, which sucks, and I have Stealth Rock, Spikes, Thunder Wave, and Power Whip on this Ferrothorn. And I really didn't want a Thunder Wave, and, you know, like I said there's not much switching around. You don't take the entry hazards when you rotate back and forth in the opening battle. So the best move for me was to just go for the Power Whip to see what he wanted to do. I was really worried about that Flygon. But I was just going to stay in and go for the Power Whip. He switches to Melodic and goes for the 60% accurate Hypnosis, but that's not too good there as he misses, and I hit the 90% accurate Power Whip. I don't have any attack EVs on this Ferrothorn, but seeing how much damage that did to that Melodic, that's probably special defensive, because he didn't have a status effect to boost his defense or anything. Flygon comes in and goes for the Earthquake, and that is not good, because almost everything I have left is weak against Earthquake. So that would be really, really crappy if my Ferrothorn died. But fortunately, I'm able to hit him with the Power Whip right here. I break through the confusion again. Of course, that's a 50% chance to attack. And this second Earthquake is not going to kill my mixed defensive Ferrothorn. And I snap out of my confusion, and I kill him with the Power Whip. So that works out very nicely. I can breathe a little bit easier knowing that the stuff I have left isn't weak against the fastest thing that he has out. But then he brings out his last Pokemon, which is Alakazam, and these flat battles you only get to pick 4 out of your 6. And I didn't know what he was going to do. So I went to Darmanitan, and he just hits me with a Specs. I find out that it's Specs. It's Specs Focus Blast. And I don't know why I switched to Darmanitan. I really don't know. Maybe I wasn't sure what to do, and Darmanitan seemed the most useless. But I don't know why I switched to him. But here I go out to my Rock Polish Rhyperior, and I wasn't sure what he'd do, so I swap out to my my Focus Sash Lucario and just go for the extreme speed, because I knew no matter what he did, I could live it, and if he stayed in with the Alakazam, I could 2-hit KO with the extreme speed. And if he switched into Umbreon, I could kill him with the close combat. So that worked out. I keep my Focus Sash intact by taking out the Melodic, and I go back to my Rhyperior. I could have gone for the Mega Horn, but I was really afraid that I'd miss it, and he's holding the Soft Sand to make up for that damage difference. So I hit him with that Earthquake, and I get a critical hit that he lives. So that's okay, I suppose, because it doesn't end up mattering that I got that crit. Right there, it looks like it matters because of all the damage it did, but he's just going to rotate back out to Alakazam and kill me, pretty much. So I can't stay in with Rhyperior right there. So that means that he has a chance to Moonlight his HP right back up. And me lacking the Leech Seed, and I can't Thunder Wave him, and knowing that a crit stabs Soft Sand boosted Earthquake wasn't going to kill him, then there's no way a Power Whip would, but I miss it anyway. So that's why that crit didn't really end up mattering too much. So here he's going to go for the Toxic, I guess expecting my switch to Rhyperior again. That was kind of a bad play in my opinion, since I had 2 Pokemon there immune to it. I am able to whittle him down a little bit more with another Power Whip. Fortunately, I hit that time. He gets a little bit of leftovers recovery. Now I was actually expecting him to rotate out, but the close combat would probably put his Alakazam in range of being killed by an extreme speed, because it's just so powerful coming from Lucario. But he doesn't. He just stays in with it. So that worked out pretty nicely, a decent prediction on my part. And now all he has left is that Specs Alakazam, and the Specs that he has on it locks him in. Raises his attack power by 50%, but all 3 things that I have left do not want to take a Specs Focus Blast. And so I was actually really just hoping that he'd miss, so that I could paralyze him to slow him down, or even just get some damage on him with either of my 2 Pokemon remaining. I did not want to have to go into Lucario, but that Psychic Mustache is wrecking my team. And here I go into Toguro again, hoping that he'll miss, but he hits again with the Focus Blast. He's having some excellent luck. I really do assume all the power is channeled into the Mustache. It can't come from the spoons. And it's not like he has a massive brain or a huge IQ, so I'm assuming it's the Mustache. But here he takes out my Rhyperior. And that means the last thing I have left is Lucario with the Sash. So I know since I have the Sash, I can live anything, but he outspeeds me easily. So I go for the extreme speed to see how much that is going to do. I could have either gone for the Swords Dance or the extreme speed, but the extreme speed is a clean 2-hit KO. And he hits another Focus Blast. So I know I personally have never hit that many Focus Blasts in a row. So props to him for being able to hit all those. My Focus Sash does save me. I think Focus Sash is extremely useful in rotation battles, as long because you don't have to worry about entry hazards, so it's a lot easier to keep it intact. And it's very useful on Pokemon that have stat up moves, because you can bring them in, get a boost, and then rotate them out, and they keep that boost. So I'm able to win there 1-0 against Pathra, but that was a great match, Pathra. So you all make sure you don't go away. We still have one more match coming up here. Let me know if you like this kind of format. You noticed before I was uploading one of my shorter battles at a time before, so please let me know if you guys kind of like the shorter battles uploaded 2 or maybe even 3 at a time depending on their length. So here I actually have a battle against someone that I found on my Twitter account, so be sure to follow my Twitter. It's Pokedex_Swain, and I think that this one was against 9oseph, or it spells Joseph but he has a 9 for his first name. But here he brings out his Staraptor with the Intimidate. I wasn't sure what he was going to do, so I just stayed in. I didn't really want anything taking a hit. He scouts, doing a good amount of damage with that U-turn, and he's able to see if I switch out to get rid of that Intimidate boost. And I just go for the Choice Banded Aqua Jet here. And with that, no, I'm sorry, I go for the Waterfall, expecting him to switch. I'm sorry. This battle was a little while ago. And after that Intimidate, that doesn't do that much, because Intimidate cuts your attack in half. And he just wipes me out with a Thunder Punch there, which is unfortunate. But like I said, I didn't really want to switch anything out because all 3 people I believe I have are physical. So I didn't want him to come back in with that Intimidate. Here I expected him to expect the Sucker Punch. So I went for the Night Slash, hoping for the crit. And also if I went for the Sucker Punch on the switch, it would do absolutely nothing. So he goes for that Staraptor there, which was a great play on his part. Not only does he avoid the Sucker Punch, but he also brings in something that has a super effective close combat, and he gets the attack drop on me with the Intimidate. So great play on his part. I have the Focus Sash on Absol this time, so that works out. He gets a defense drop. I was hoping that he would expect the Sucker Punch there. And look at how much this does after the defense drop that he got from the first close combat there. It almost killed him. So if I had gone 2 Sucker Punches instead of expecting him to stay in like I did on the second Night Slash, I probably would have killed him. And that probably would have gone a long ways towards me doing a little bit better in this match. But now I'm down 2-0 to his, he still has Medicham, Blissey, and this almost dead Staraptor out here. Now if I had already killed the Staraptor on the last turn, instead of having to go for the Ice Punch here, I could have gone for something different, or maybe even, you know, fish for a critical hit or something like that. This is Scarfed, so I'm locked into one move, but that's the only way I was going to outspeed Staraptor. I go for the Ice Punch here, fishing for a crit of some sort. He is around half HP, but no dice. He just finishes me off with the Psycho Cut. So I kind of got a little bit outplayed that match, but I did get to use a few new Pokemon that I recently bred, so I kind of wanted to test out how well they did. So thank you, Joseph. I guess I'm going to call you. Thank you for the match, even though it's 9oseph, Noseph, Niophis. Anyways, thank you for the match. We have one more. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't a double header. It's a triple header. It's like a Hydra or a Dodria or something else with 3 heads. I'm not sure. This one is against another one of my Twitter followers. His name is CutmyCheque. We had a really interesting battle. A lot of interesting mechanics at work here. I start off with I guess the Golurk, and he starts off with Crocodile and goes straight for the foul play. I've had my Golurk live crunches from Crocodile before, but the foul play, since my attack stat is higher, he kills me right off there, and I was just going to go for the stab Earthquake. He gets the Moxie boost, which is really unfortunate. So I was really worried right here. I thought he was going to sweep me with Crocodile. And had he had the crunch and KO'd Golurk with the crunch, he probably could have swept me. But here he goes for the foul play. Emolga's attack stat is really pathetic, plus I don't have any attack EVs. And I just go for the agility, because my last Pokemon is Magmortar, he has mediocre speed, and here I guess he's expecting, I'm not sure what he was expecting there. He probably wanted to bring us something with either priority or something where he could try to be faster than me, but I just baton passed that agility right out to my Magmortar named Magnum, which I got that nickname from one of my friends. I love that nickname on Magnum. It's so appropriate. But now that he has double speed from that agility, he just goes on a rampage here. He hits the Frost Blast with the Fire Blast, wiping it right out. The only thing Frost Blast could have done to outspeed it was Ice Shard, and since I resist that, he may have gone for another move, hoping that the Fire Blast missed. His second Pokemon is Altaria, which Altaria has excellent base special defense. I have the Hidden Power Ice around 61 base power, so it's a little bit on the weaker side, but it is still 4 times effective. And with the Life Orb, it still leaves him at 70. It does about 75% damage. I do dodge his attack. I don't think that ended up mattering any because it was just a Toxic. And even though I have the Life Orb on me, as long as I can kill the rest of this team before the Toxic damage racks up, I still am able to outpace him there, kind of, sort of. So I get a critical hit on the second one, but you saw how much the first one did, so the crit totally mattered, obviously. And here, his last Pokemon is Crocodile. Had he left it in before I got the agility, Crocodile naturally outspeeds Magmortar. But here I'm just able to go straight for that Fire Blast and wipe him out, because Crocodile's defenses are not that good. So that was an interesting battle. I actually got a chance to use my little Emolga, whom I bred trying to get a baton pass to something else, but that one ended up with really good IVs. So I'm happy I got to use it. Please like if you enjoyed, and be sure to subscribe. I'll see you all later.